I keep thinking you'll come back to.
Welcome back to the Generally Dysfunctional podcast, folks. I'm your host, Nkosi. With me, I have some wonderful guys, some of my best friends. I have with me Ken, who is in the UK, Mariba is in the UK, and Darren, who is in South Trinidad, here with me. We skipped a week. It is what it is. We have coronavirus going on. George Floyd died. We know all that shit from before. But you know what? Today is a day. We have to do things a bit differently. It's raining. It's pouring. I miss my woman. I don't really have a woman, but I'm just saying that. Don't jump on my neck, guys. Don't jump on my neck. Right? I'm not pulling a Darren.
Okay.
I'm not pulling a Darren.
I was about to say, yo. I miss my woman. Like, you never said you had no woman.
Yeah. I know you're about to jump down my shorts for it. Don't worry. I'm fully aware. But you see, when it's raining, right? Sometimes you just feel a need to hug up. You just be like, yo, I could really do with some thick ties over my legs.
I hear what you're saying, I agree.
Bro, I know exactly how you're feeling. That's why there's a pile of clothes on my bed that will never leave me lonely. Never.
Hey man, if you fold
roll
it,
over.
Yeah. You lay down
roll over and hug
long
it
enough when it gets warm, you know? I feel you on that. How are you guys, man? How are you guys coping with all the news that's been going on, all the protests, all the working from home? What's been going on with you guys?
Go ahead, Ken.
No, I'm happy.
Well, I was watching all the protests and stuff because now I try to find it on Twitter and Instagram and stuff, and I can't find it because I'm not good with social media. See, my so-called friend was posting them for me to see, and I was like, yeah, and I was sharing them. But he isn't posting them anymore, so it's all lonely over here. I feel it.
Yeah, same old. I'm back to work in the physical form from tomorrow, so that's that. But as far as protests and stuff going, still reading up, still watching and stuff. But I must say, recently a lot of people have come out of the woodwork. Who I didn't anticipate coming out, but I know who I'm dealing with now. A lot of people who I didn't know, I know what I'm dealing with.
Elaborate. Tell the people what you're talking about.
People on my Facebook who I once considered friends coming out with some nonsense. Some absolute nonsense. I will have to
Nonsense about what?
About black. Why is it not all lives matters and all this stuff? And I really need to copy paste this shit I'm seeing because it's wow. And all this. What about black on black crime? And like crime doesn't exist. Like it's wow. It's just wow. It's wow. Our statues have meaning and stuff. You really did you care about the statue until it started to get pulled down? And when you people are telling you the reason, like yo, this guy used to own slaves and all this stuff, you want to protest against that. Meanwhile, you have a statue of a guy who molested how many kids? Well, what's that guy named Ken? What's his name? The white guy who molested over. They have a statue of him, but they have over 75 kids. He fucked with.
Oh, the guy that's
Jimmy. Is it Jimmy?
Jimmy Neutron?
No. Are you talking about Jimmy Savile? Because I didn't know he had a statue.
He has a statue somewhere up in Birmingham, I think. There's a statue, I think.
Are you talking about the scout leader guy?
No, Jimmy has a statue. 100% sure he has a statue. 100% sure he has a statue.
He had a statue.
Is either Birmingham or Liverpool is a statue. But you have a statue of that guy molesting kids and you're cool with it. Are these the statues you want to keep? Like, but anyways, I ain't about that. If you really that hurt and that's the hill you want to die on, cool. I ain't got. But anyways, like I said, I've seen people always consider friends and stuff, and then when they came out of the woodwork, it made it easier for me to distance myself from individuals. That's all. But yeah, looking forward to going back to work. Not looking forward to traveling public transport, and had a fresh haircut, so ready for them.
Okay. What about you, Ken? How are you coping? How are you making out with the work from home? What's going on?
Same old. I'm not too fussed about myself personally. But I do want to go outside and chill with the people I used to chill with. But I can take the hit if it means stemming this coronavirus. We're down to about 30 a week now, so hopefully we'll be out on the other end by the end of the year. But I'm not holding up though.
I hear that. Man, I hit the mall yesterday. I'm not gonna lie, I stayed in the mall just because I could stay in the mall. I'm not one to go to visit malls on a regular basis at all. Like, I hate them shits. But I was outside yesterday and I was like, yo, this mall shit ain't too bad, son. I mean, I had my mask on and shit. I had my mask on and everything, but it was nice to be outside to see. Even though I was inside while being outside, it was just nice to be around other people. For someone like myself who doesn't particularly like being around other people, it was quite nice, I would admit. This may be an odd segue, guys. This just may be an odd segue, but bear with me here. Seeing as you're talking about being around other people, do you all eat ass?
No.
No.
How does that go from being around? No, never mind.
You have to be around. Yes, I said just go with it, man.
Never mind. I'm good. All right.
Nico, I'm with you. I accepted you said this might be a weird segue. I understood, but the answer's still no.
Right. So no, I've never done it. I've never had it done to me. But I would admit I'm interested to know, like, what does it feel like, even though I don't want it done to me.
There's only one way to find out.
I think that's the case, isn't it?
That's you know, one of those unsolved mysteries that will never get solved. That's how it feels like.
This is the Nancy Drew Booty series. Tale of the Split Cheeks. So y'all are besides Darren, are y'all open to it at all?
I will not be eating any ass.
Not eating. What about having yours eaten?
No, I am so far away from eating nasty women. I'm just never ever
You know what?
coming close to it.
You
You
know
want to
what?
feel that tongue tickling your butthole? Yeah,
You know what? No. I would say if I was with a girl who made it adamant that she wants to do this, I'm okay with that. I'll try it for the one-off. But it will never be reciprocated. Ever be reciprocated. It's not for me. But hey, if she says
And you all break up and she posts on Instagram, yo, you broke up with me, but
after I eat your ass.
Okay then.
you little boy. She called you little boy. Your vanilla asshole.
You know what? I can live with that because when I say kiss my ass, I don't even need to say that anymore. I'll be like, you know what? Don't kiss my ass. There you go. It's cool.
Some people are of the opinion that men don't eat ass because they don't believe that the women that they're with are hygienic enough. Similarly, sucking toes, same principle. Do you all not eat ass because the women who you all are with are not completely 100% hygiene friendly?
No. If you steam clean a toilet, are you going to eat beef stew out of it? No. I don't care what you've done. You could have made it so that you shit out of a different hole. I'm not eating your ass. And on the sucking toes bit, I'm not sucking your elbows either. I'm just not that kind of guy. So I don't get where this offense is coming from. It's like, how can you be surprised?
I mean,
let me just go deep clean the toilet bowl.
I mean, but at the same time, right? At the same time, a woman has been walking around. I mean, let's not just say women. People have been walking around, outside. They go inside, they take a shower. You still, lick your significant other's neck. You still lick their arm, their chest or whatever. They're still outside in the streets. They take a shower.
You mean lick the arm? We fuck these fucking dogs, or we getting bats out here?
Oh man, when you're in the, you know what I mean. You getting a little freaky deaky.
No.
No, there's a little freaky dicky and there's full-blown ass eater. I mean, that's a bit too much for me. Call me vanilla. I don't mind.
I mean, I've never done it, but I would rather prefer to eat toes, to suck toes, than eat ass. I'm just saying.
I have an option of doing neither. Do I have the option of
Men will say that they're against it until they meet a nice girl who, top tier hygienic.
No, not even Rihanna. Let me put that out there. Not even Riri.
I might have to consider it. I might have to consider it.
You can count me out.
I'm telling you, not even bad girl Riri. And that's Riri is Riri.
If she said, yo, you could have it any way you want, but you need to eat this booty.
No.
You need to go to Massey and have these groceries.
Then I'll start to fast.
You know what? I've never wanted to lose weight this badly. I'll lose some weight. Nah, we need to. But no, not even for Riri.
Let come quick. Let come in quick.
So if you all have a girl, right? When you all have a girl, if you all ever do get girls, and she says she wants her ass eaten, and you say no, would you allow the option of her going to some other outside man just to get her ass eaten?
Oh,
That's
just to provide that service.
Question. That's a good question.
You know what?
The answer is no. The answer is hell fucking no.
if you want it that desperately, then we weren't meant to be. I'm sorry.
For real.
I think
Some chicks don't like sucking dick.
Then we weren't meant to be.
For real.
You know what? I think if she could bring a suitable argument for this, then I might actually consider it. Actually,
You want to get caught?
The argument is
Right now.
the argument is you
Alright,
aren't doing it, and there's someone else who's willing to do it, and that's all.
No, but if it's only a booty eaten, then if somebody else want to eat booty on a wreck, that's
Yeah, but you're
no, wait. Let me make the point before you start, Ken. However,
Go ahead.
wait. However, if any dick is being passed, then I default to Ken, we weren't meant to be. If she just go in there and it's like a hole and she stick her ass against, you know how glory holes are? She just stick her ass against the glory hole and people are just eating ass. Cool. Fulfill your fantasy. Don't let me stop you there.
It sounds like you're trying to figure out a way to get cut right now.
No, I'm not. No.
Yes, it does.
You guys just like, what if some girl says, fuck out of here with that. But if some girl says, she demands she spit in your mouth and stuff, again, I forgot, you guys are down for that kind of shit. But I'm not. I'm not. You can't spit into my mouth. We will never be that cool. So, if something is her kink or her quirk, I shouldn't be the one to hold it against and be like, nah, that's not for me. It's some things you compromise and some things you don't. This is a hard no for me, but if that's what she needs to get off, I could agree with Ken, but maybe not meant to be together, but I ain't trying to get cucked out here, but figure it out.
Figure it out. Ken, I got this. There's no figuring it out. The universe has figured it out for you. Mars and the moon didn't line up, which makes that we do not be together.
Okay then. All you take with. Oh
yes, I forgot to say at the very top of the podcast, guys. Today, the 14th of June, is Obama Appreciation Day. So happy Obama Appreciation Day, Obama Day, June 14th. It has been around forever, and it is totally not a new thing that is only happening because it's Donald Trump's birthday. It's totally been around forever. So happy Obama Appreciation Day, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. But yeah, on this day, the 14th of June, I will say I have not eaten ass as yet. I have not had my ass eaten as yet. Do I intend to? I don't know, maybe.
The night is still young.
The night is still young, man. I mean, maybe some queen will, show herself to me, and I will be no happier than to have the booty excavated. You never know.
Yeah, you're talking about that shit.
I wanted to be as graphic as possible. While trying to be as family friendly as possible. Gotta excavate the booty with the tongue, man. But yeah.
You eat.
I mean, I'll try it. I'll certainly try it. I don't think I'll try it with any and everybody, obviously. It has to be with someone, I don't want to say special, but, someone who I trust indefinitely, I suppose. To not stick their fingers in my ass or anything, because then someone's going to lose some fingers. Clench up and break those fingers off.
You see how it starts? This is why we just say no altogether. You opening yourself up for opportunities.
You're the guy who won't be Little Spoon.
Nah, I ain't comfortable with that.
What about you guys? You guys okay with? Yes, you're okay with being Little Spoon?
If I'm comfortable and I can sleep and you're not waking me up, yeah, no problem.
That doesn't bother me.
But if I'm uncomfortable, like you're one of those people that has to throw your whole body on top of mine while I lie down on my side. Yeah,
Exactly.
fuck that.
No.
I enjoy being Little Spoon, man. Come on, be my backpack, babe. Come on.
No, because as soon as she move, your whole body move because she moving. No, thank you.
Nah, come on, shorty, put your legs over mine. Hug me up, make me feel secure. Shit,
Yeah,
I
I
want to
love-
feel secure too.
But what if she's like sleeping and then like both of you are sleeping and then you wake up to her humping you from behind? She's having a dream, but she's humping you from behind. Then what?
Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Because I've been around the world and I. So hey.
See why it is Anita bad singing?
I heard you singing the other day on Discord, I didn't say anything, but I heard you singing.
Yeah, because I could say because you singing so much, at least give me 1% of what you've done.
Come on.
What
I'm okay with it. Sing, raise your voices as high as possible. Absolutely.
You know what? It's
okay with
bad. Bad. No raising of voices, no singing, no humming, no whistling, no even thinking thoughts of singing.
Nah, man, you gotta raise your voices. Speaking of raising your voices, George Floyd, the fallout from George Floyd's murder by those 4 cops is still ongoing. We still need justice for Breonna Taylor.
Yep.
Still need justice for Ahmaud Arbery. There are a lot of people who we still need justice for, and simply because you're not seeing the hashtag Black Lives Matter, hashtag BLM, hashtag ACAB things on social media, on your Instagrams and your Twitters and your Facebooks and whatnot, these protests are still happening in large. In fact, I would venture so much to say that they have gotten even bigger than before. Cities and towns and states are completely shut down, quite honestly, because you have these 1,000 people marches. Just a couple nights ago, the Atlanta police killed a guy, I forgot his name. Do you remember his name?
Which one? Sorry, apologies.
The guy from Atlanta who got killed by the police 2 nights ago.
Wait, you were last night? 2 nights, Mr. Rashford?
Yes.
Something Rashford, I don't know his last name. Something
Yeah.
Rashford, I don't know his first.
He was shot by the police. There are some sketchy details around the actual event.
Richard Brooks.
Richard Brooks, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Richard Brooks, he was shot by the police. There's some sketchy information about the actual event. However, the killing of someone who is running away from you by 3 or 4 shots in the back is still not acceptable. There are many other ways to subdue a target, subdue a person, because we still see people like Dylan Roof. We still see people, these school shooters who kill 8, 9, 10 students in a school. We still see people shooting up Las Vegas. These white people shooting up these places and getting held peacefully, getting held and taken to Burger King, right? Meanwhile, people who look like us, our skin folk, while they may or may not be kinfolk, get shot down in the streets for minor offenses, even if offenses at all, really. So, still raise your voices, still share the information. Knowledge is to be shared, information is to be shared, and talk about these things. It's still good to talk about them. Do not hold them in. Do not let them contribute to your to negative mental health, right? Seek therapy if you need it. We are all traumatized generationally, socially traumatized. A lot of us are desensitized to it, so it is important to still speak on these topics. So prayers out to the families affected. We would like to see justice for all the dead black people over the last hundreds of years, even the ones we don't know about, because Lord knows we don't know about all of them. Another piece of bad news, yes, coronavirus is still apparent. However, a lot of places are getting reinfections and bigger outbreaks than before. The Beijing outbreak is China's highest number of cases in 2 months. They started to go back to normal. They closed down a lot of the hospitals and whatnot, and the cases are skyrocketing yet again. So the second wave, I think China is on its third wave now, fourth wave of coronavirus. They are getting bombarded. Obviously, with all the protests happening in America and across the world, actually, coronavirus cases are going to jump. Thankfully, here in Trinidad and Tobago, we don't have as much of a problem with our coronavirus. Our government has done a fantastic job, but I know things are looking dire over there. What is it? What is the situation like for you guys over there, Ken Maribo?
Yeah, like I said this at the beginning, but yeah, we I think we had like 34 cases reported in the week, which is our lowest since. But because of all of the people going out to the beach and to park and being flagrant about the rules, alongside the protests, I'm not going to ignore that as well. They're expecting a second wave soon. How hard the second wave is going to hit, I don't know. A lot of the people that were at the protest were wearing PPE, so it might be mitigated in that sense. But I don't believe in the British people to keep the momentum going, because by now we should have gotten rid of it, but it's not. We're nowhere near it at the moment.
Are you afraid at all, Mariba, of going back to work?
Yes. Hands on, yes, because stupidity knows no bounds. I'm sure there's gonna be somebody at work who's gonna make jokes about coughing in the open and stuff like that. It's gonna be those guys, and sadly, those are not the guys who are gonna die. So, but yeah, I took like I said, I was on a bus going to for my haircut and stuff, and there were some people there wearing masks, some others wasn't wearing masks on the bus. But I will say, in my area, people are taking it kind of serious from so far I've been. Like when I went to my grocery, people are actually keeping 2 meters apart and shit like that. Legit, people are actually respecting other people's space. But I'm scared when I go back to work to meet the imbeciles. I'm scared.
Right.
I ain't scared. I'm already starting to write a eulogy. Now I'm saying, I got you, bro. I got you.
Sounds like you, yo. Who need enemy?
I've been to the office a couple of times over the last couple of weeks. I mean, a lot of people are wearing their mask, but a lot more are not wearing them correctly. Some of them are wearing them below their nose. Some of them are wearing them on their chin. Walking through Port of Spain, which is our capital here in Trinidad and Tobago, for those of you who don't know, you see a lot of older folk who are misusing the mask, as I said, under their nose, under their chin or whatever, touching their face a lot, not that we have a problem with coronavirus here in Trinidad. I mean, we are still in pandemic mode. We are still attempting to take precautions. Our borders are still largely closed. We have one new case as of last night, I believe, or as of this morning. Someone who came in from a cruise ship, and they are in quarantine. They are in our national quarantine area. So our government is taking very cautious steps, very important steps to ensure that we do not overwhelm our health sector. And I want to applaud them for that.
That is the only person we have that is have corona in Trinidad and Tobago. The other guy who got it, who came in with it, he already recovered.
Yeah. As of last night, there was a new case. Yeah.
So we only got one.
Yeah, only the one case. So again, congratulations to Trinidad and Tobago. We're better than you guys. We're better than all of y'all in the world. Just put that out there. We also were the only place to have carnival this year, so fuck everybody else too. Only the best carnival will prevail.
Brazil had carnival. I think their carnival and our carnival.
Yeah, but the numbers, they stopped posting numbers. It got that bad. They have stopped posting numbers.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause they posted they got a bunch today. Brazil.
Kuwait is going through the same thing where they are not posting the correct numbers. They are going into phase 2 of their reintegration program, and from what I understand, the testing is not being done in a lot of places, and in the places that they are doing testing, they're not reporting the actual numbers, from what I understand. So yeah, I mean, obviously this is all very much he say she say, but this is coming from people who are working in the health sector, so take it with a grain of salt, I suppose. But yeah, that's what it is right now. That's what it is right now. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face.
Wash your legs.
Wash your legs for the white people out there.
Wash your legs.
Yeah. For the white people out there. Continue to wash your legs. There is a bit of a debate going around the world, not right now, but in general, about talking phases and how long it should be, how long is the dating phase, and what is the difference between talking and dating. Because when you ask someone, hey, are you all together, people might say, oh no, we're just talking. And talking could mean a myriad of things to a myriad of people, but the word talking does have a definition. I'm gonna play a video here.
Let's debate about this for a second, because I'm genuinely confused on this topic. At what point did society start calling dating talking? What the fuck is that? That's some 7th grade middle school type shit. I'm a 23-year-old woman. Do not come at me and say, oh yeah, we're talking. No, you're fucking dating. What is talking? Getting to know one another. What is dating? Going on dates, getting to know one another. You're still doing that when you're talking. And don't say, oh, some people can be fucking. Okay, then they would just be fucking. They would just be friends with benefits. You wouldn't say, oh yeah, that's the person I'm talking to. You would say, that's the person I'm fucking. Okay? Talking holds value, I guess, but it should be called dating. It's dating. Some boy asked me, oh, do you want to go out to dinner and a movie? And I said, you know what? I'm not really interested in dating anyone right now. He said, whoa. Who said it? I'm not trying to date you. Motherfucker, what is dinner and a movie? It's a fucking date. That was your intention. It's called a fucking date, hence dating someone. Am I wrong? Am I fucking wrong?
So the question that she poses, is she wrong to consider dating, dinner and a movie as a date? Someone did ask her to go out to dinner and a movie, and she was like, well, she's not into dating. And the guy was like, oh well, just want to take you out, we're just talking here. What is you guys' take on the whole talking versus dating conundrum?
If for me, I kinda agree with the girl, because if we're talking, then we don't need to go anywhere. I could just give him a phone number and we could talk, right? But if we're dating, we talking while going out together, right? That's my view on it.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree. I think talking and dating is 2 different things. I think in talking phase, if you're taking a girl out
like you're talking to all other different girls to see what options you have out there. I think dating is what I would like to believe for me.
For you, what? Hello?
But I think it's two different things. I think talking means that I am talking to you and seeing whatever options I have. Dating could be more of, yes, I like to pursue you with the intention of seeing how far I can go. I think talking is getting to know if we actually click in any way. I can go to a movie with you and talk to see how your vibes is.
Mhm.
But dating is when I decide that, yo, I like your atmosphere and stuff. Let's see where we go from here with this.
Girl fucking any talking stage?
Not really, no. No. I don't think so.
How long is your talking stage?
Week to 2 weeks tops. 2 weeks tops. If we're very busy and we not really, if we both like have different work schedules, it's hard to make it with 2 weeks. But in a normal thing, 1 week.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Ken, thoughts?
I think this woman is confusing two things. I think this woman is confusing her personal experience, which I think she dealt with someone that just has a bad or low ego and didn't want to admit that he got rejected, and just made up the excuse that it was just a talk. And I think the general case, which I agree with Mariba on, is that you don't want to waste your both money and emotional input into something, so you start with a talk. It might just be over a coffee or something, or it might just be when you're in the same place at the same time, and then you venture into the date where there's actual effort and expectation being put into it. But I think her personal thing is just someone just didn't want to admit that they got rejected, so they tried to make it seem like it was just a talk and not a date. Because a dinner and a movie, I agree with her 100%, is a date. So I don't know where he was trying to get us saying it was just a talk.
Fair.
Yeah.
I agree with that part, certainly. Yeah, I think dude just got rejected, so he was trying to get an out.
Yeah.
I agree with her on that aspect. I agree with her in that aspect. I don't know about you, but I fucking the talking phase because I'm a hoe. But
We know that. You are captain of the ship. You are captain of the ship, Diego. You are captain of the ship. Believe that. So
hey man, hoes do whole things. So, but when I'm dating someone, I date exclusively. I don't do the whole dating to see if I'm into you or whatever. For me, talking phase is, we're talking and trying to figure out, do I want to spend my time with this person? Because I can't do the dating multiple people at the same time thing. No, that is not for me, because everyone has expectations, everyone has wants and needs, and I don't have the time anymore to do the whole dating 2 and 3 people at the same time. Not for me.
facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
So I'll talk to 16 people at the same time.
Believe that. I said it earlier. Talking, I may have multiple girls on the roster. I'm talking to figure out which one best meet the criteria. And dating is when I'm all, you have been contestant number 1. You have won. Let's see where we can go with this.
Yeah, but also when I'm talking to them, because I'm also open to sexual experiences with them, I let them know, hey, you are not the only one that I'm doing this with, because it is important to let the person who you are sleeping with know that you are being active with other people, so that they can be aware and active about their sexual health, because that is important.
100% agree.
Always get tested, always wear a condom.
Believe that. What I'm gonna say is, I think for me, the reason why I don't sleep with people I'm talking to, I don't want to make compromises where I wouldn't normally would. Because she might have the best. She might do some next thing that I just be like, wow. Suddenly,
She might eat your ass.
okay, no. That's how she gets dropped. That's how she gets dropped. I'm like, wait, hold up. No.
She might hit you with the 6 series pum pum.
Probably, but like I said, and I don't want that because you could have a medium game talking, but bomb ass pussy, and I may have been overlooked that. And when I know, for me, I rather you have bomb ass talking game
where we can talk and debate and communicate about anything. I rather that. So
So you're saying you're
cut that out.
susceptible to good pussy?
So,
I don't know. I'm saying I don't know. I'm not gonna put myself in that situation.
So you willing to give up the twisting Gawk 3000? You willing to give up that?
Yes. You know what? That's not gonna be there long term.
But you want it to be there long term.
True, say whether I want it or not, it's not going to be there long term.
You know what? I would say it. If you can do the the twisting Gawk 3000, right? I can teach you how to have a conversation. Fuck it. I can teach you.
Is it really that bad?
Because
if it takes somebody
you know what? Because teaching somebody to do
2,000 back.
yeah, it's harder. I'm pretty sure it's harder.
I don't know about that. You could give her practice tools and just
No. You know why? Because
Send us some
why?
YouTube links.
Why? Because when you come with that game, we know you're ready and willing. If I have to teach you, you might never be willing or ready. You might even want to do it. You might just, try it out a few times and then go back to whatever the regular scheduled program
Series
was.
1. Series 1.
Yeah.
Series 1.
So I can teach you to be interesting.
Really? You think that?
I don't know if you can.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about personality versus a skill.
Hey. I said I can teach them. I never said I will teach them. I said I can. But I never said I will.
Are y'all into teaching people how to love you?
No.
For your love language?
Yes. I'm okay with that.
Do
Not
they come
teaching,
with
but
Christian
express.
Walk 3000? I will teach them.
So y'all aren't of the school of thought that says you need to teach people how to love you.
I am. Teach. The word teach is. I don't know the word teach, but expressing yourself important. This means a lot to me. But teaching as in saying, hey, you have to do this and stuff. No. But expressing myself, yeah. I'm okay with that.
I think that's part of emotional intelligence. Being able to identify what you need from a relationship and expressing that to your partner.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. This is what all this stuff you do in the talking phase. You find out what makes a person happy and all that, and you understand how you sync with them.
You can do that in 2 weeks. That's a lot to do in 2 weeks.
No, but
With this fucking TX class or
I try to make sure that I don't waste time any longer. I want to know about ex-boyfriend and why they break. I want to know all the nonsense. Because if she say, actually, let's not go down that road, eh? We're not going down that road.
No, let's go.
No, let's not. Keep driving. Driver. Don't long talk. Driver. No stop.
you can't start something. You can't if people are
do this
peak.
all the time.
Yeah.
Come on. It's a podcast. Let's talk.
Okay, fine. So let's say she says, I have 3 ex-boyfriends and I have 2 kids from those 3 relationships, and I want to know why it did not work. What have you done about it? How would you not make that mistake again? These are important questions to me to know. You can make good decisions and all this stuff because, I want to know. Growth, personal growth means a lot to me. I like seeing personal growth. So.
You mentioned something with kids just now. Do you all think dating after 21 you just need to learn how to be a stepdad?
I didn't.
21.
It did.
25, sorry, not 21, 25. Dating after 25, you need to learn how to be a stepdad. Someone said it on the timeline. Do you all think that is true?
Yes. Because these days, there's so many chicks are walking into and on Tinder, girls are out there raw. I have 2 kids. You don't love my kids comes first, and I'm just like, damn. Requirements.
So are you all
21.
25.
25.
Alright.
Correct themselves.
All right, sorry. It just got stuck in my head. You don't need to learn how to be a stepdad at any point in time. It's your choice whether you want to be a stepdad. If you want to be a stepdad, then you learn. If you don't want to be, there's no need to learn.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
It's up to you how you handle your own life. Like women have to remember that your choice matters as well. You know? Like you can't just be forcing situations onto people. If they don't want to deal with it, they don't want to deal with it.
Well, I agree.
I'm not going to sit here and just say, "Oh, okay, fine. If I have to learn now. If I don't want to deal with your thing, then so be it." But
You're going to say something, Darren?
I would say that, okay, I understand that they put their kids first, but that's your kids, not mine, right? What I trying to put first is to see if me and you could get along, if me and you agree, if me and you could be well together, if we mesh well together first, and then your kids will come second.
I think what the tweet was getting at was more the fact that after the age of 25, the pool that you have to pick from, generally speaking, the majority of them will have children.
I think that's a wild
That's a fair.
I mean,
that's a fair assumption.
I think 25 is a bit young. I would put that more up there with the 30-somethings, but
that's more likely.
Yeah. I mean, we're all approaching 30. I think some of us are 30 already.
I'm 33, bitches.
Yeah, you the old man in the group.
Hey,
In
Mr. Old Man, get that right.
What a respect on that.
have you all thus far? I think I'm the youngest. Yeah, I'm 29.
No, you're not.
Who's younger?
You are?
I think I am. Depends on what month you're born in.
Yeah.
January.
Kenneth.
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
Okay. Yeah, but so Ken and I basically 29, the youngest, right? For everyone here, everyone in attendance, have you all noticed that there are more women in your age group that you prefer to date in having kids? Unless, of course, your age group is like 19 or something, because that would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, older, yes.
It feels like every woman I meet have kids, or
So at this point, are you considering, like, if you were to consider someone, are you considering dating someone with kids? No, not at all.
If I can find someone, if it comes like this, someone with kids, someone without kids, I will choose the person without kids, right? But that's all dependent on like the two people being the same.
What about, I'm more getting at if you're attracted to someone, right? Physically attracted to someone. And you know they have kids. Not like they hide it or whatever, but you know they have kids, but you're physically attracted to this person and you start talking to them on like a friend vibes, you know? Not anything, not looking for anything, you're just on a friend vibes, they're cool to talk to or whatever. And over time you find yourself becoming attracted to them more and more. Apart from just the physical part, where you like the way this person thinks, you like the emotions, you like how they carry themselves, yada yada yada. Would the fact that they have kids make you not take the plunge and ask to be with them?
How many kids we talk about?
One. Say one.
Nah. I wouldn't mind.
You wouldn't mind?
I think the way how you describe it there, possibly because you said we started as friends first, but if I'm just dating from like off the cuff, no, I'm not even gonna consider it. But if it's friends I know for a while and they have kids, they had no kids and I know them and they have a kid and then I start liking them and stuff, then yeah, I can see myself well, I know this person more than anything else. But the moment I meet
no, like you met them and you became friends with them over time that you met them, but they had that kid before you met them. A young kid.
No, thank you.
Okay.
No.
What about you, Ken?
Yeah, I'm just not in that space, especially at this age, because then there's no chance that the kid. Well, I'm gonna say no chance.
No chance.
But even though mathematically it's still possible, but there's no chance that the kid will be a teenager by the time I start dating the woman. So, what I'm going to have to go through that whole stage. Like when we're talking about this whole conversation, I'm thinking this is leading towards a long-term relationship.
Yeah, long-term relationship. Yeah.
So am I willing to deal with the fact that this kid is not mine? This kid is going to know that they're not mine, and I'm gonna have to go through all of this stuff with raising a kid that's not truly mine. Like, I don't know if I'm willing to go through all that.
For real.
Pretty much my sentiments.
Mhm.
Pretty much. That's why I'm a hard no for it.
What if you end up dating someone, right, and they had a kid before you? Well, they had a kid and you dated them anyway. You like them and you're living together, and but you want a kid. But you want relax, okay, relax. But you want a kid, and they told you they don't want to have no more kids.
You said this earlier. The universe has aligned itself, which has showed you this is not meant to be. Pretty much. But again, it would never get that far personally. But if it got to that point, she's like, I have no more kids, I'd be like, you wasted some money, innit? You learned a lesson, but you wasted some money. So
I don't mind going out or dating a girl who have kids. That doesn't bother me. It doesn't even faze me.
you know what it is? It's the emotional bond you can have with this kid, and you break up and you don't see this kid anymore.
So Darren, you are okay dating someone who has kids,
Protected.
no problem here. Like that is not
no
like you don't even factor it in as far as like this is something that I have to do long term.
Like, being real honest, it's not that I have to deal with it long term. It's just that I've reached a point where most of the people that I meet anyway have kids. So that isn't accepted.
So the pool has dwindled a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I dealing with the dregs in the juice.
Oh my god. Well, we know who's not getting a woman now.
I have never even been attracted to a woman, period, who's had a kid, because I just like the group of people I jam with and the women that I see, they just never have kids. So I don't know what will happen if I run into that situation. So all of this could change. But I'm just saying, never even.
Wait, so have you never slept with a girl with a kid before?
Never even like flirted with a girl that had kids.
Oh,
no. And I'm pitting that down to just coincidence, but it's just never happened.
Man, I slept with girls who had kids. I slept with married people.
I'm not gonna admit to that, but I have. But still, but all that stuff, I've done that. But as far as dating, if I was taking something serious all the way, no. The moment I know you have a kid, I can't. Like, my body just tells me, no, this is not for you. So,
Your body or your mind?
So can you never slept with a woman who had kids?
I've just never been around women that have had kids.
Huh. Interesting.
Is that hard to believe?
Yeah.
yes.
Why?
Because you went to university.
So?
No,
That makes it even more likely.
Our university didn't have that many. From what I
No. Not that there would be women who have kids at university. That you would have explored the wonderful world that is women, and that world includes women who has kids.
Yeah, but we're talking about university where most people start off at 18. If they have kids...
No, not people in university. Not people who are in university. That you just got and
he
explored.
was out and bad. Yeah. He was out and bad, but he just didn't. But he doesn't never hit. He doesn't never hit that. He just never hit that girl who had a kid on board.
Yeah,
yep.
Trust me, I'm thinking it's just down to coincidence. Like, I will hook up with a random girl at a club, and the likelihood that they have kids is high, but it's just not there. It's just not there.
Huh.
You know what?
Maybe you have and you just didn't know they had kids.
No, I find out very quickly when I end up in there.
When I outsourced work to you, you met someone with kids and you flirted with that person. I'm pretty sure you had to flirt with that person or someone.
Yeah, but I'm just like, am I going to count it if they're not in the same country as me? Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, but you were planning to get there.
No. You gave me an introduction. Like we mentioned before, there's talking, there's dating, there's fucking.
Yeah, but
we were just talking at that time.
You were talking, but talking with the intent of hitting.
That doesn't mean dating.
I had to find out first. obviously I have to find out. But I get your point. Either way, like when it comes to just the talking, the fucking, or the dating, more times than not, it's I'm pretty sure that I have not been with a girl that's has a kid. And like I know women that have had kids, and like physically I've been attracted to them, but it's just not. I've never dealt with them in that kind of way.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I just find it weird that you find it weird though.
We just know. I thought at least in your theatrics you probably smash one of them in it.
Yeah, because
it was like wow.
when I had my first taste of the finest Cambodian breast milks, that was in university. So that's why I used university, because university was like the wildest time for me.
No, I think mine came after that, but I've had mine after that. I had mine after uni.
Yeah.
I had mine after uni, so.
Alright, fair.
Sure, can we fix that? We're gonna go MILF hunting now.
Is it a fix? Okay.
I didn't know if it's a fix. This sounds so friend. We're going MILF hunting.
We go MILF hunting, we get you that Cambodian milk.
Yeah, man.
I choose to stay quiet on the Cambodian milk because I've never tasted it.
Oh, I can hook you
But
up.
I'm pretty sure it's fine like wine.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, I wouldn't have it with my Cocoa Puffs, but it's not bad.
I'll have it with my Cocoa Puffs. I'll have it with my cereal,
It's
my
in my toast
cornflakes,
crunch.
in my what you call it? No, in my Ovaltine. You know, fuck that shit. I'll have it in my Milo. You know.
Fair.
I'll even make macaroni pie with it. Fuck it.
How long are you guys staying engaged to someone?
As long as I could. As long as I could.
I have no intention of getting married till they be zero engagements.
No, but let's just say you happen to.
Okay. As long as possible, then. I mean, default to what less.
Engaged
long
or
as
in
I
a
could.
relationship?
Engaged, yeah. So how long are you willing to stay engaged to someone?
Engaged and in a relationship is the same answer.
That's not the same for me.
Yeah, like you proposed and she said yes, so now you're engaged.
All right.
How long does the engagement last?
It lasts until the plan comes to fruition. Because if I propose to someone, I have the wedding in mind. Like I'm not just throwing up the ring for no reason, saying, maybe one day we'll do the...
That's exactly what I'm doing.
In my mind, I'm like, okay, I can afford the ring, I can afford the wedding, and I can afford this marriage. So
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. That's the king right there. That's me.
Whatever. I am not.
If it's a relationship, it's different. Like I'm not just chucking out the ring, saying, hey, we may as well right now, innit?
Yeah, if I'm throwing out the ring, yo, there's a church next door. like we can do this now.
Nah, I got a hold off from that.
I never understood the point of presenting a ring and then saying, okay, we're engaged, and now we stay engaged for 4 years, 5 years. Why?
If you're saving up money for the marriage, if you just save the money enough for you.
Because I don't want to spend the money on the marriage. That's why.
No, not wanting to is one thing, but if you do intend to get married to this person, what is the point in waiting? Apart from saving the money.
That's different. If I really wanted to meet a girl who I bought, oh my god, I want to get married to this chick, then yes. If we get engaged, I'm thinking within 2 years we're gonna get it sorted.
Right.
In my head, I'll be like, in 2 years, however, we're gonna pull this off. We're gonna pull this off. So I will have a fixed, like Ken said, I'll have a fixed plan in my head.
Yes.
Again, going with the intention that I want to get married. But how I am currently right now, I just can't see that. So I will stall that bad boy out until she either book the marriage herself. Like, listen, you just have to show up. You just have to show up and see how you do. Until that happens.
For me, it's more like, yo, I love you. I want to get married to you, but I don't want to see my bank account go down. So, I will save up some more. But the more I save up, the less I go want to do it. Because the less I go want to see my bank account go because I'm having so much money.
How long are y'all waiting before you engage? Like if you are in a relationship, a committed, one-on-one relationship, right? Unless of course you doing polygamy out there. Let's just say you're in a one-to-one relationship, right? How long are y'all waiting before y'all engage? Before y'all pop the ring, hey, will you marry me? Or before she engages, she proposes to you? Because that's what I want.
Minimal 5 to 8. Minimal 5, prefer
Months?
Yes. Yeah, what mean months? Get out of it. You know what? This is exactly how you end up with that 50% of marriages ending in divorce.
No, it's just,
You're one of those. You're one of those.
both of those sound equally mad to me.
Nope.
They just sound equally mad to me. If you're spending 5 years with a woman,
Yeah.
and she ain't worth the wedding yet,
That's
she
common
ain't
law.
worth the relationship.
No. People switch up. I need to make sure you get tired of the actors. I need to make sure you get tired of the role play and show me the true you.
She's gonna switch after 3 years because, fam, you're wasting my time.
We're wasting each other's time at this.
But then hear what? Go through, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna read about you. Go. When you
And the
come
fact
to my
that you
house,
attribute it to
I'll
a period of
have to
time. Right.
I have to say a minimum of 3 years though. Like minimum of 3 years.
minimum 5. Hands the minimum of 5. I would not even consider it under any circumstances before 5 years. I wouldn't even consider it.
After
woman-
2 years of a stable relationship, I'll start to be like, okay, what's going on here? Where we going with this? I'll start to think about it to myself. I know we'll have a discussion.
Well, this is all in the context of us being over the age of 25, right? Because if I were to ask this to someone who's 21, I'm expecting a very different answer as opposed to similarly asking someone who's like 15, 16, right? This is all in context of the fact that we are all over the age of 25. We're all of the age of like what we would consider the conventional age for marriage, hitting the 30s, above the 30s or whatever. But I asked this because apparently there was a woman on the radio a couple weeks ago giving her man an ultimatum to propose marriage before a certain time or else they're done. Right? They had been together for 7 years and he had not proposed to her, or she had not proposed to him also. I mean, that's my whole thing about it. But yeah.
Keep going strong. You nearly hit the 8. You have nearly hit that 8 here.
She's giving me an ultimatum. Anytime somebody gives me an ultimatum,
I'm not doing it.
yeah. Well, you can't tell me what to do. Fuck that. If you come to me and we were having a discussion and you say, well, okay, I would like to get married. We've been together for so much. Okay, I understand that. But don't come and say, if you don't propose by this time, we're done. Fuck, waiting for that time. We done now. We done now.
My question is, what is the big hype about marriage? Why not long-term relationship? What is?
Hey! We get there.
We won't get there. We won't get there. Trust me. We won't get there.
And that's a whole. We get there.
I'm just either way. Homeboy, 7 years. You have 1 more year to go. Hold off. You can do it. 8 years, bro. You can do it.
I don't know, man. I think at this stage in my life, I, much like yourself, Mary, but don't particularly want to get married. I have no interest in it. But I think if I were to think about it, I would say 2 to 3 years, yeah. Before I propose. I think the first year is, really experiencing this person, like, and having that person also experience me because it's a two-way street. And the second year is for her to get over the fact that I am indeed not proposing and she must propose to me, because it's we're in the 21st century and I want to get proposed to.
I hear that. Full support.
And then year 3 is where she proposes.
You know what, Diego? I agree with you. I have to rescind. If I am proposing, 5 to 8. If she is proposing, 3 years. You're right. I'm sorry. I forgot to do. I'm sorry.
What if she switches? What if she switches on you?
After 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, don't worry. Even if she proposes, it's still a prenup. Don't ever get it twisted. If I ever decide to get married, there will be a prenup. That is just going with it.
But you asked what the big deal with marriage is. Does anyone care to answer what the big deal of marriage is?
I feel like our answers will be different. So if you want to get into it, sure.
Go for it.
I'm a step back from this conversation and observe from the outside.
Nah, go ahead.
You know, no,
We literally go to I just want to understand.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I just don't
Maybe we
understand.
need someone who is married to answer this.
Yeah, we really need to find somebody smart to put them in the podcast, brother. So let's sell this to me. That's all.
Wait. Just for once and for all, does anyone here actually want to get married?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, Ken wants to get married.
If
I
I
have
find
kids.
the right girl, yeah.
Well, that's obvious. You're not gonna get married to the wrong person in your opinion. But Ken, you want to get married with kids?
100%.
Okay. When do you have a plan to get married? Like, you want to get married by this year or like by a certain age?
When you start putting timers on stuff, which is why I was confused by this whole conversation. When you start putting timers on stuff, you put pressure on stuff, and I don't like putting pressure on things.
Yeah. Society puts the numbers in it, so that's why we put the numbers.
Yeah, I don't particularly like putting pressure on stuff like that.
Is there?
Otherwise, you might end up forcing it with the wrong girl just because it's that time.
Pretty much.
True. Is there, however, I know you don't like putting timers, but is there, however, an age that you think you might say, I'm not married yet, so I'm not really looking for it anymore?
I feel like you gotta at least experience life first. So I'm not necessarily talking about age. You gotta experience multiple partners. You gotta experience getting rejected. You gotta experience rejecting. You gotta experience all of these things before I think you're ready, or you're more likely to be ready. Some people, they might hit off like when they're with their teenage sweetheart at 14, but for most people, like, you got after experience, not after a certain amount of time. Because I know people that say their experience comes after uni, but then what about the people that just don't go to higher education? Like, it's just experience to me.
Are you expecting to find a wife by hooking up with chicks from the club?
Not really, but I'm not gonna say that's out of the realm of possibility.
Of course.
Like, I'm not going into the club telling about someone what to find.
You know what?
Going into the club with the ring in your pocket.
Ready, all ready to go. All ready to go.
Yeah, that's not happening.
So where do you think, and this may be a bit of an odd question, but where do you think you would find your future wife?
Amongst friends. Like, if I get introduced to other people, I think it's probably more likely than anything, because I trust my friends' level of judgment. I've whittled out all the dickheads to the point where I trust my friends'
I like
level of judgment. So if they're willing to introduce me to a woman who is not attached or who later on becomes unattached, then I'm gonna say that they're more likely to be the girl than anyone else. So.
Right. Is there anyone who you have your eyes on for after this COVID-19 period?
No, hell no. There was one time, I think last summer. Actually, I don't know if did I tell you guys about the girl that had the boyfriend coming in afterwards?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. So I got introduced to this woman. They didn't tell me anything about her. I swear, and this was one of the dickheads that I was later on not a friend because of a similar situation with Marie with all this Black Lives Matter shit. But like, I got introduced to this woman.
When I met you in the summer.
We hit off. We met at a park. We hit off. I went to her house. We did a thing, and then the man comes in. As I'm just sitting there watching TV, and he wonders who I am, and then somehow She is 100% should be going out as an actress, but somehow she managed to convince the dude that I was just there jamming. I don't know how she managed to do it, but she just did. Because I was straight up convinced there was about to be an incident, and I was ready to run.
Run? No, you beat up the boyfriend and then you go.
I don't know what the guy has on him.
Yeah, you don't let them reach for anything. You beat him up before.
You have to see the layout of this place. I was in the small living room. He's come through. The kitchen is behind him, and he's walking into the living room. He can reach for anything. I'm not trying to start nothing.
Can I hear this? Wait, you said summer, right, Ken?
Yeah.
Nigo, you win. Hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer!
I can't believe.
No, Ken, I have to give you away because he would call it last summer. He was going Java and all this nonsense shit. He was going. Meanwhile, some girl was living her best life. She was living her best life. So you know what, Nigo, take the win.
I have just one question. Did you end up smashing her?
Yeah,
he said the thing.
like literally the same way.
Before or after the
before. That's why you thought the thing was gonna happen.
Before, and then I was just jamming there because the footy was on, watching TV. I think it was like Aston Villa versus someone else. And then
Her man came.
So I have one other question. Did you jam after that fact? Have you ever jammed her after that fact?
No, I don't speak to the woman afterwards. Like, what's the point?
I mean, what's the point?
I'm not about having headaches. You guys might be, but I'm just
She
not.
didn't have no headache. She just solved she problem. Hot girl summer. She solved the problem.
I guarantee you, if I show up another time in front of that man, it's not gonna be a convincing time.
You don't have to show up. She can show up by you.
I'm not.
Bars.
He's not bringing drama to his house. I'm drama where I live.
Well, there are hotels.
Nah, I'm just. Why am I paying money for this?
It ain't tricking if you got it. It ain't tricking if.
Don't bring that silliness to me.
And you know what? Obviously, she didn't do the twist and go 3,000 well, so that's why I ain't going back. Well, I understand, brother. I understand.
She could have brought the new model 4000. I don't care. I'm not.
There's a 4,000. I know the twist and go 3,000. I know the left right twist and go 2,000, which hasn't been upgraded as yet. Yeah. What else do I know? Yeah, that's it too.
The point was, when it comes to that relation, actually I've even forgotten my point because we were talking about so much shit at once. I'm just saying that
meeting your future wife through your friends. That's
probably the easiest way because I can trust judgment. I can't trust judgment if it's work because you have a work life and you have a personal life, and I act very different at work with my white voice than I do. Personally. I can't do it in the club for obvious reasons. If I meet someone off cuff, it is what it is. I have to figure out for myself, and I'm not really that into dating apps, so I just have to trust my friends. And most of the time, it's been through friends, and only once has it been through work. So, and that work wasn't really work. That was more like a second. that was more like a university trip. I don't know how you describe it. Well, Mariva knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. If I agree with Ken, I think for now, I reckon if I ever meet anybody else and we have a long-term relationship with, we'll be true friends. But again, I don't think I'll find my wife in the club.
I'm open to all sources, wherever. You never know who you could meet where. So I'm open to all sources.
Ooh.
Okay, that's fair. Someone posted something on Facebook a while ago. She said, my husband's baby mother threw a birthday party for their 10-year-old daughter yesterday. The baby mother told her husband that she was not invited, so her husband did not go. Now, her husband's family, mostly unmarried women, are bashing him for his decision to stand with her, and they are accusing him of being a bad father. His own mother said that she being his current wife, should have been understanding and not become upset if he had gone to the party without her. The baby mother and her have no bad blood. They have never been disrespectful to each other. They have not had any argument or dispute, but she did tell her husband, the baby mother told the wife's husband, that she was not welcomed to the party because of her quote-unquote attitude. The daughter loves her and she is known for being kind and direct. So she's wondering, is her husband right for standing with her, or should he have left her behind to attend his daughter's party to satisfy the family that he came from?
Who is telling the story, by the way?
The current wife.
Current wife. Yeah.
Okay, so that makes my answer a lot easier. I don't think she's telling everything.
Yep, same.
I don't think she's saying she's mentioning everything. I think she is genuinely rubbing the other side of the family the wrong way, and I think she's either in denial or she doesn't realize it. And
I think. Sorry, go ahead.
And I think if she feels that everything is all cash and everything's cool, she should have encouraged the husband to go to the party regardless. Keeping
the third eye open.
Yeah, that was I was now going to say. I think she didn't want. She actually got upset. And if the husband had went to the party, she would have been pissed off at him.
Yeah, I'm not believing this stance. If it came from someone else, maybe, but coming from her, I don't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
However, I will add a however to this. If it is exactly how she said it is.
Alright, the question is her husband right for standing with her? Or should he have left and attended the daughter's parties to satisfy the family he came from? Let's just assume that everything is everything.
And he's wrong. He's wrong, straight up wrong.
I disagree.
No, I think the baby mother. If it's like that, then I think the baby mother is wrong because this woman is already part of the daughter's life, and you should have her around to show that look, we can get along, and I know it's a big happy family. That if what she said is accurate, 100% accurate.
I'm going on the premise. If I'm going on the premise that what she, we all agree, what she says is factual and entirely the whole story, then I think the husband did the right thing, because how many concessions are you going to give before you stand up for your wife? Well, listen, may not be with you, but this is my wife, and she is going to be looking after our kid when you're not here, when you're with whatever. So you have to show her the same level of respect. So no, I think he's right for holding his ground. So,
I think he's wrong.
I think he's wrong.
I think he's 100% wrong. If we're talking about a birthday party, right, I'm going on an assumption mode here. We're talking about a birthday party. So we have to assume that the kid is young, because what grown-ass daughter is having a birthday party?
Sweet 16,
so we're talking about the seminal moments in your daughter's life, and then you're not going to be there for it over some squabble. That's not the point. She's probably having a great party with all of her friends around there and all that shit.
Talk the things, Ken! Talk the things!
So if you're not turning up for there because of a squabble between adults, you're going to disappoint the daughter. And right now you're saying, I'd rather disappoint my daughter to prove a point that I'm still on the side of my wife.
Yes!
Or you're going to say, look, I apologize for my former wife's behavior, but this is her opinion, not mine. Can you please just allow me this concession to go to my daughter's birthday party? And if she's not okay with that, then that's on the wife that's put out this post. If she is, then she's a better woman than the ex, for sure. But the man has to go to the daughter's party. It's your daughter's party. You're picking your wife, your current wife, over your own blood. Then that is saying something.
Gunshots in this place. Gunshots in this.
Gone from here. I could take my daughter to Disney World or whatever, but this is my birthday gift to you. This is what I am giving to you. And take my wife. This is our birthday gift.
But what if she wanted you at the party? What if she wanted to be at the party?
Wait. That was not said. That was not said in the post. You're going on assumption. If we said it, we agreed. We're going by the post. We're going by the post. You need to say no, because what happens in Christmas and your whole family go over there and stuff. How many times is your wife going to feel she's not a part of the fucking family?
You're adding other stuff, right?
That's not right. You're taking the wrong thing from me.
Hold on. The only thing is being said is the husband right or wrong for standing with his current wife, or should he have gone to the daughter's party to satisfy the family he came from, right? Now, yes, the father could have gone and do other things for the daughter, whatever. That's obvious, right? I'm asking, is he right or is he wrong in his stance?
I think he is right. My views, I think he is right. My views. And I said, reason why, she can have multiple birthday parties, you can do your own special thing, your daddy-daughter thing, you can do other things. However, what you don't want to do, what my view is get into this game of having the baby mother trying to hurt your wife in some way. You can love your daughter without having to deal with the baby mother if possible. You can do that.
I get where you're coming from, but I'm with Ken on this one. I'll say bonfire.
You're essentially saying that a squabble can get in the way of your parents showing love to you at the same time.
Exactly.
And as a child, that would be a drastically negative effect if you're saying that a squabble can get in the way, because you're saying that
you are putting these adults over
my
your
dad
child.
can't show up because they're having a fight, because that's what the kid is going to see it as, that you can't spend time together because you're having a fight.
Consider how a child would feel, right? My dad isn't here because my mother don't like his girlfriend or his wife or whatever. That's why daddy isn't here, right? The fact of the matter is that the father is not there for the child. He's going to the child's birthday party. That's what a father is supposed to do. Be present for a child's birthday party.
No.
It's a 10-year-old girl.
Can I say something?
Please, one thing. You guys are going with the premise that the kid would not know better. And I think that is wrong. Because you're assuming the kid cannot see what type of relationship they may have had before and all that stuff. So no. A kid could know how they read atmospheres and stuff and like that. So I disagree. If it's not well intended, and you know how shit can go down, no. I still.
But by saying that we're assuming that, you're saying that they're assuming the opposite. You're saying that the kid is intelligent enough, when in most cases they just aren't, to assume that everything, to assume what the situation is and be correct about it. Most of the time, they're just gonna see two adults squabbling, and when the kid asks the dad, "Why can't you come there?" What is the dad supposed to say? Because your mom won't let my current wife show up. That means that there's gonna be that you're revealing a squabble, and a squabble is getting in the way of your dad showing up to special moments in your life. That's gonna carry on, like mentally and emotionally for the kid. There isn't an escape from that.
I think as a parent, you should not let something like this come between you attending your child's birthday party or attending your child's anything, because that's your child. At the end of the day, my child's happiness is more important than anyone else's.
100%.
So I could care less what the current wife and the ex-wife says, as long as my child is happy. That's what matters at the end of the day. Because my ex-wife could come and leave, and my current wife could go and leave and whatever, and they could be angry with me forever. But my child is my child.
And you're saying to me that you couldn't throw something for you and your daughter?
I'm not saying no.
It's always a consolation.
I don't view it as consolation, because
it's always a consolation.
No, wait.
Children ask for birthday parties, right?
Right.
Can I make a point, please?
Go ahead.
Okay. Children ask for a lot of things in the world. Children want to go to Disneyland. Children want to do a lot of fucking shit. I'm not arguing that. I'm simply saying there's a lot of relationships out here where people are not on good terms and they learn how to make things work. I'm trying to say that this is the only way for things to work. It's very disingenuous. I truly believe it's a situation like the fact that you can still have a relationship with your daughter and have special moments and good memories that doesn't have to be dependent on you having to succumb to baby mother's stupid behavior.
I disagree with that.
No one is arguing that though.
No, but if no one is arguing that the behavior is good or not. No one is arguing that the behavior is good or not. But you're saying that you should always take things to benefit your side, which isn't the case. Sometimes you just have to take the high road. Even if it's bullshit, you just have to take the high road if it's for someone else that you love greatly. And saying that, okay, I can't be at your birthday party. Okay, you weren't at the one day that's available. But all these other days we can spend time together. If it's something like where she's going to school or she's doing other things or you're busy with your own life, it's not going to seem as special. It's just not. Like if you can take me to anything, do anything else for me on other specific days. I wanted you here on this day. If you weren't there, then that's just a negative impact. Sometimes it's not about the gift. Like you could buy me the world, but like if you didn't show up on the day that I wanted you to be there, that's gonna be a lot more hurtful than it is gonna heal if you're gonna send me to Disney World. Like what's Disney World if you didn't show up on my birthday? Like that's gonna be the consensus in most of the time.
So you saying to all? So wait, let me just understand your point. To all the people who are divorced and they have a lot of tips and stuff, right? And they can't see their kid on their birthday gift. They're all failing them.
I'm saying if you have the opportunity to, and you let stuff get in the way that doesn't need to, then you're letting your kid down. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's different if your wife is straight up doing everything they can to prevent you from going to the birthday party, but that's different. The wife saying that the ex-wife is saying that the current wife can't. That's different. It's not saying that you can't. Maybe the daughter might be hurt that your current wife can't make it as well. That might be the case. But 100% they'll be hurt if the dad can't make it. So why would you deny that just because of this squabble? Because it's obviously a squabble, and it's a petty one at that. So I don't know why you have to feign this sort of camaraderie with your wife when your wife's always going to be there. And if they can't accept the fact that you're trying to spend time with your daughter, then should they be your wife anymore? Like, what's the point?
No. Remember, I'm not saying they can't. I never said that the wife couldn't understand. I'm simply saying we don't know that this happened before or this is going to happen again. I'm simply saying, how many concessions until you prove to your wife, I love my kid, of course, but I have to respect you because I view you as family too. Because what if you have a kid with her? What then? You're gonna the family to decide? The whole family, this whole family to decide for this next kid?
When it comes to raising my kid, keeping my kid happy and keeping my kid safe, I will make as many concessions as humanly possible. There is no give when it comes to if I have a kid. I'm just saying that right now, especially when it comes to talking about someone that isn't even my blood and wasn't there for the birth of my child. So it's not even a debate on that one. So if she has some sort of problem with my ex-wife, that's for them to solve. I'm trying to go to my daughter's birthday. Like this isn't as far as I'm concerned, this isn't an issue between me or anyone else. This is an issue between two women for some random reason.
Remember,
like I'm not involved in this.
Remember,
she has the problem.
Remember, he chose to not go, right? He chose to not go, essentially to stand in solidarity with his current wife or girlfriend or whatever, right? He chose to not go. We're saying that he's wrong for choosing to not go because he's considering the feelings of these grown women over the feelings of his daughter. That's what we're saying is wrong.
Always pick your blood. Always pick your children. Straight up.
Yeah, 1000%. 1000%.
I pick my child over my current, like the mother of my child. I pick my child over the mother of my child straight up.
Yeah. Same. So that is what the point is, that he chose his current wife over the child.
I can't, unfortunately, this is where we will have to say I disagree with you guys. I express my point.
Can I say something?
Yes, you can, because you've said answers for a while.
Please.
Go on.
Now, the situation the guy got put in is a lose-lose situation. There is no win for him, right? And Now, I would say the mother of the child, the baby mama is absolutely wrong. But he's also wrong for not going to his child's birthday party. But at the same time, I can't give him 100% wrong, because if you allow your ex to control your life by using the child as a weapon constantly, she will keep doing it over and over and over again. So this choice will keep coming up over and over and over again, man. Every time the kid has anything, the ex will always say, your wife is not welcome. And she will use that as a weapon in the future. She will always use that because she know, hey, you will always choose your daughter over your wife. Nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. Choosing your daughter over your wife. But at the same time, she is going to use this as a weapon. So to me, he should have gone to that birthday party and drag his wife there. Fuck it. That's what I would have done.
I would have started
That's
an
I don't know about dragging your wife there.
You know why? I would have carried my wife, because, like I said before, this is the family. She is part of the family. So let's say if we doing something, me and my wife doing something for my daughter, and I invite all the family, and I tell my wife, and I tell my ex, yo, you can't come because of X, Y, and Z that happened in the past. She couldn't come then, so you can't come now. Everybody will say, I'm wrong, but that's not how I see it. Right?
And
She should learn that the family is bigger than anything, because this woman is in your daughter's life. She will be in your daughter's life. And what if now the daughter said, hey, where's so and so? I really wanted her to be here for the party. And then now the wife wanted to be there for the party, but the mother keep cutting her out over and over and over again. And then the child now feels as if that this woman,
she's not welcome. Yep, doesn't love her.
so you see how that does go?
I understand.
I'm gonna say sorry.
Yeah, I understand that part, but I think remember, this is a 10-year-old girl, right? And of course, not all 10-year-olds are built the same. Not all 10-year-olds understand the same things altogether. But I think at that point there is some merit in lying to your child. Okay, she couldn't come. Now, obviously, if it continues to be a recurring theme, right? Eventually, as the child gets older, I think by 13 years old, you can explain, hey, these two men, they don't really mesh, and your child will understand. And if they don't, well, I mean, unfortunately, it is what it is. But you have to be there for your child. If you are letting something like this stop you from being there for your child, then maybe you weren't cut out to be a parent in the first place.
I disagree. But
No, I never said don't go. I never said don't go.
Yeah, no, just talking about like bringing your wife there, because your ex-wife doesn't want your current wife there, and that's understandable. People have issues. I have a stepfather. I have actual biological father. Both of them are alive. Thankfully for me, they get along just fine. There's never been a bad, well, not about never, but I have not seen any bad blood. I've always seen them greet each other amicably. They laugh, they share a little story here and there, whatever. Alright? But I've never had an issue with them one going against the other or anything like that. Thankfully, I know that is my experience. However, that is not the experience of everyone else. Alright? So there are times where, hey, you don't want to see the other person that they're dealing with, and that's fine. But show up for your fucking kids, regardless of what.
I still carry my wife though.
That's just another problem.
If you want to see what war looks like, bring the wife.
No.
And I'm saying this from personal experience. If you want to see what war looks like, bring the wife.
So you have met me, right? You think there will be a war?
No, I'm just no. You're not stopping two women diving headfirst at each other, trying to scratch each other's eyes out. And I've seen this personally to this exact situation. So if you want to see what that looks like, be my guest.
Again, have you met me? Do you
just
think
saying.
there's going to be war?
I just want to add one more thing. Look how they get the family involved in all this. The mother calling out other people calling. Look how everybody's getting involved in this. And this is my point of now your current wife will start feeling like the whole family doesn't like her now. And all because of these actions. Instead of everyone looking to the baby mama saying, well, you can't be like that.
Right, but that's between them.
There's going to be animosity on both sides anyway.
Okay, so if that's between the baby mother and the wife, then what the fuck the rest of the family getting involved with? Them and had nothing to do with this. Them should keep their quiet.
There's going to be
Let the
animosity.
story
There's always going to be animosity on one side or both sides anyway. The fact of the matter is, were you there for your child? Which is the principal part of the whole situation.
Yep.
Yes, I was there. I brought myself and I brought entertainment.
You want to break your daughter's heart. You want to break your daughter's heart because she's gonna see that fight and she's gonna be like, "Why is mommy and
Mommy,
fighting?"
not mommy and daddy, mommy and daddy wife
No,
fighting.
that's what I said. Mommy and daddy's wife fighting like that.
Alright, and I will hug her and say, "Well, baby girl, here what's going on. Your mother did not wanted my wife here, and my wife really wanted to be here for you."
I'm not embarrassing my kid like that, and I'm not exposing my kid to that kind of situation, because you are embarrassing your kid in front of the friends when that happens. Straight up, even if you could explain it to the T with a scientific theorem on how everything started, you're still embarrassing the kid and subjecting the kid to that experience. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, but the whole thing about it is, this is my wife. She's part of the family. She interacts with my kid regularly. And if my kid is having a birthday party, I'm not going to lie to my kid to tell her to cover up why you don't want my wife.
And that's where I stand.
Yeah.
That's where I stand with it.
Right, but that's a you thing. That has nothing to do with the daughter. That's not. I keep saying daughter because I think it's a daughter, but it has nothing to do with the child. Like, you're not helping the child by telling the truth, like, straight up.
What do you mean I'm not? So I should lie then?
You can, if the child is not ready to hear what the situation is going on, there's no need.
How would you know if the child is ready? How would you know if your child is ready?
Would you tell your 6-year-old kid about the birds and the bees?
I would tell her, come back in a few years.
Exactly. So there's no need to explain the situation now. You can explain it later.
Right. But I'm not going to lie. I'm going to say, look, you might not be old enough to understand this, so
Right, I will lie, but you're not going to tell them the truth.
But you're not going to tell them the truth. This is what we're getting down to. You're not telling them.
I will tell them the truth, but I will tell them.
You just said. You just said you're not.
No, you said I will come. No, come back in the future is not lying. That's
right, but you're not telling them the truth. If you try, you're starting this classic argument that women break over men with. Like, you're not
lying by omission. It's you said.
I didn't lie by no omission. I did not omit anything.
Okay, fine. You're not lying. Whatever. You're not lying, but you're not telling them upfront what it is. You're saying, okay, hey, you're not ready for this conversation, and that's fine. All right, you're not lying. Take it however you want. I think it's lying or whatever. Fine.
Yeah.
Right?
It's lying.
I think it is. Right? It's fine. Right? However, the point of the matter is you're not telling them what is going on.
Yes.
Okay, so if I do tell them what is going on, because I'm telling the truth now, I tell them what is going on. I show them the respect. Yo, hear what? This is what's going on, and this is why it ended like that.
All right, you tell them. If they get it, great. If they don't, okay, well, you follow it. Right? That's not the issue here.
But we don't go on so far past that issue long time.
Because we're trying to cover for our sides, and I'm just saying it's not even an argument for me. It's like you two people have a problem. Let's take out the wife and let's take out the children and then let's just make it friends. If you have two groups of friends and then there are two people from each group of friends that do not like each other and both of them don't fuck with each other for some random stupidity, Are you going to just stop seeing either one of them because of this random stupidity? Like, say they fucked each other up because they were upset over a game that they played together, and then they're angry that one of the other people cheated. Some dumb shit like that. Would you just say, "Oh, I'm backing my other friend because one friend said you're not allowed to come to the party"? Do you know how silly that sounds? Like, your issue is going to stop me from A, enjoying myself by going to this damn party, and B, telling my other friend that when we can't hang. sounds so infantile. Like, why would you let something that's as silly as, oh, we don't mesh, prevent you from going about something that you would just normally do just because of this? And I have to account it to pride thing that, like, you have to have your wife or friend or whatever in the same situation.
No. This is not about, no. This is not, again, no point in my argument is about pride. I simply said,
and you're okay. Let me explain. You're never going to admit this pride because admitting to something because of pride is never a good thing. But you're not doing it for the sake of your daughter because your daughter is I keep doing this. Your child, because your child is going to be more negatively affected.
I think Ken secretly want a girl.
I think so. Daughter, but let's keep going. But either way, his daughter's correct because the story is daughter. But either way,
right?
Saying I'm going to do this with my daughter, I am.
No, I'm not. I'm not telling you what you're going to do. I'm saying you're not going to do this for your child when there's going to be a negative effect greater than the positive effect of of forcing the wife into the situation. You can't force the wife if the mother, because the mother, whether you like it or not, has 50% control emotionally, not by law because we all know how that goes, but emotionally over your child. And they get to dictate things as much as you want to emotionally. So you can't just say, look, you're not allowing my current wife in on the situation, so this is how this is gonna play. Because this isn't a game. This is someone's life and someone's going to grow up in this situation. So the best thing to do is to make sure that they grow up knowing that they were loved from both sides and that nothing got in the way.
That's a lie. Because you'll be happy to be there, but if you tell me you will not be upset in that moment, then I don't know what to say.
Who will be upset? Who won't be upset?
The guy, you, because that's
me.
Okay.
Of course, I'm being upset. I'm 100% upset. But then you stick a sock in your mouth. You attend the party. You hug your child. Tell him or her you love him, and then you carry on with your day. And you tell the woman that is gladly your ex-wife, you are 100% wrong on this, and you best cut your shit because I'm not happy with it at all. And then you tell your current wife, you need to speak to my ex, sort out this shit because I'm not having you fucking up my daughter's life. That's the end of it.
No, but let me say the wife just don't like the daughter, right? I mean, right? The ex don't like your current wife at all, and starts cutting her out of everything.
Look,
and the daughter actually wanted your wife to be there for her birthday.
Right, and I'm saying unless my current wife did some despicable shit, and if that's the case, then I don't know why she's my current wife. But unless she did some despicable shit that has justified reasons for why she doesn't want my ex doesn't want my current wife around my daughter, then I do not care. You're gonna talk to each other and you're gonna figure this shit out because it's for the sake of. If they can't force it, then I'm not dealing with it. I'm not talking to either of you about this. I'm focusing on my daughter. And if my current wife wants to make it something, then we can make it a divorce because my daughter on the ladder, my daughter sits above both of you. So either you sort it out or we
So you're gonna keep cycling through women for the rest of your life because your ex-wife is gonna keep wait.
I'm going to I'm not cycling through anything.
But I'd give it that one. Moriba is right. But this PC going to say here, he's right.
So, Ken, are you going to keep cycling through women because your ex is going to keep making every one of your future wives the enemy by keeping saying they can't come to your child's birthday up until you're 18? Until you're 18 when your daughter can do whatever she wants then and she has her own say. Are you going to keep cycling through women because your ex-wife is going to keep
cycling through anything? Kids? I'm not cycling through anything. The reason why I kept interrupting because I knew where this shit was going. I'm not cycling through anything. If my current wife is unhappy with the situation and she wants to make something about it, then she's no longer my current wife. If she can be the bigger person and stick up with it, fine. If my daughter is upset with it, my daughter has a problem with my ex-wife. My daughter doesn't have a problem with my current wife because my current wife is my daughter's gonna get let known eventually, and my current wife can't be around my ex-wife. She's going to get known that whether she's 13, 14, 15, whatever. By that time, she can probably handle that fact. But then it's down to my ex-wife.
So let's go. Let's go.
Either way, I'm going to the birthday.
Human me. So let's say you go to the birthday. I'm not arguing about this. You say you're going. We agree you're going. So you've gone to this thing. You keep picking your kid for Christmas and stuff. Your wife is left alone. You go to your family with your wife and stuff. You keep picking your wife, putting your kid first, and your current wife second. Eventually, like you said, if she can't deal with the divorce, cool. Are you planning to date someone again?
100%.
Okay, cool. So you plan to date someone and your ex-wife do the same thing up until she's 14. So for the next 4 years, you're okay cycling through for the next 4 years.
I'm okay cycling with...
Wait, let me specify. Assuming your current girlfriend or wife does not become very understanding to the situation.
Why stay with someone that's not understanding? Why?
Because
this is my life. This is my life. This is my life.
Everybody in this situation have feelings.
I want to answer your question, Mariba. I want to answer your question. This is my life. I don't see anything wrong with my life. There might be stuff that I can improve. I might want to get a little fitter. I might want to pick up a new hobby. But this is my life. I don't see anything wrong with my life. If you can't deal with my life, then that's on you. That's not on me. So if you don't want it, then you're not part of my life. That's the end of it.
I think it's unrealistic. I think it is unrealistic to think that you are going to be with someone who is not going to understand that part of your life.
But that's unfit. But it's unfit to put them in a position where they always have to give concessions to someone else who means ill against them.
Hold on. We're split between two things. Nigo, can you just repeat what you just said? Because I didn't fully catch it.
I think it is unfair to assume that someone is going to be with someone who does not understand that part of their life.
Oh, to be with someone that doesn't understand. Okay. So
because if I am in a situation, right?
Yeah.
I am. If I lose my current wife because of what is going on with my ex-wife, right? And she doesn't get it, okay, whatever. The next time I go to find someone within the next 4 years or whatever, as they say, I'm going to make sure that they understand the situation, right? Whether my ex-wife likes them or not, I'm coming out up front and say, hey, my ex-wife, she kind of not so whatever. She don't like nobody coming around. She trend. So I will still go to the parties and thing, and I will still interact with my ex-wife as long as I have to interact with my child, right? But she's not gonna want you there, right? And as long as she understands that, it's cool. If she doesn't, then I cannot be with her. So I don't think it is fair. I don't think it is fair to just say, okay, well, what if the next person you get with doesn't understand or whatever? No, it's not like that, because you're going to make sure that they understand so you don't have this problem again, because we're human. That the situation that you're bringing forward is something that's not going to happen. You're not going to jump into a situation where the person doesn't understand. So why would anyone else?
Can I respond?
Back to the whole thing of dating someone that has kids. They have a situation, and if you don't understand the fact that they have kids, why are you going into a relationship with them in the first place? It's just you have to come in knowing what the deal is, and if you don't like it, then bye.
Yeah, like I understand the point you're trying to make, Mariba, but I think it's a point that does not need to be made because it's not realistic.
I concede that we're not going to see eye on eye on this. I accept that. I stand by my statement. I understand the father's decision. If it was made with the intent, if it was just because or whatever, cool. But if it was made with the intent that with what I said before, I do not believe he is wrong. And if that makes me a bad father, then I accept being a bad father.
Fuck that. I think all three of them fucking wrong.
Agreed.
All three of them fucking wrong.
No, this is a terrible situation. I don't understand how it could turn out the way it's turned out, but whatever.
I mean, I've seen it turn out like this before. But unfortunately, things like this happen. I think I do think that the guy was wrong for not going to his daughter's birthday, because it's his fucking daughter's birthday. Fuck what your wife and your ex-wife thinks. And then because you can deal with those things as adults. You're not gonna be able to deal with it with a child as a child. when they get older, they can understand. There were tons of things my parents didn't tell me about when I was young with regards to stepfathers and stepmothers and whatever, right? Now, of course, I understand these things. I don't know if I would have understood them back then. Who knows, right? Maybe I would have been a very clairvoyant young child. Who knows, right? But the fact of the matter is, on average, a child is not going to understand the nuance of these relationships, and that is absolutely fine. If you want to try to explain it to a child, that's your call, right? That's absolutely your call. But I think the onus lies with the father to show up for his fucking daughters, or whatever it is, at the end of the day.
I find all three of them wrong. The mother wrong for not including the wife wrong for having a problem with it, and invigilating she fucking husband to not go, the husband wrong for not going.
She didn't tell the husband to not go.
And I'm assuming she inveigled the husband and not go.
We're going with what was said, right? She just posed a question. She posed a question: is he wrong for not going? Because he decided on his own, 10 toes down, to not go.
No, she said for standing with her.
Meaning he did not go.
Yeah, he didn't go, but her point might have been for him not to go without her.
That is true. He does have a point.
Yeah.
Like, it isn't explicitly said that, but we'll take it that he decided on his own. Either way, she should have told him to go, and that's just me. If I was in that situation, I would have told my significant other, just go to your child.
Right, because the husband's family is bashing him, they're not bashing her.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, if it was I was with a woman who was going to a child party and her ex told me not to come, I'm not invited. Fuck it, I'll be happy one day without she and a child. God, I go and walk around the house in my boxers and probably bust a jock.
Cool, I'm done here.
Fuck that.
Right. Is there anything else that we wanted to touch on?
I get it.
I think we good.
Good. Well, we
Nigga,
can a little bit.
you forget to sell out, man. Whole podcast and you didn't sell out. Come on.
I want the money. Sell out.
We not repping lobster tube no more.
That's you can him. Hey guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up for the podcast today. Thanks to all the people who are listening, who look out for the episodes every now and again. We really should return to some sort of normalcy, some sort of schedule where this is concerned. I do like Sundays. I do like Sunday recordings, all things considered. But yeah, thanks for listening. All the new listeners, all the old listeners, people who have stuck with us for the last hour and 50 minutes or so. Yeah, man, catch us on all streaming platforms, on all DSPs. We're at GendPod on Twitter and at Generally Dysfunctional Podcast on Instagram, something like that. It's in the link down below, man. Just click the fucking link. One.
Peace.
Peace.